So as the Adventures 3, we've only been RVing for about a month now, and Caitlin and I were sitting down this morning talking about the things that we absolutely use every single day.
That felt kind of good.
I never thought this was gonna be like one of my key pieces of equipment.
So, no pots, no pans. You got just one service, you scrape it away, you kind of make sure it's clean for the next time, and then you're good to go.
We didn't really know what these were. I never knew what X-Chocks were. We don't really think about this when we were initially making the list, but tire pressure monitor, highly important. We got up this morning and sure enough, we've got kind of like a flat tire. So one of the things that we use probably 50 to 60% of the time is
Hello, and welcome to Seligman KOA. Besides that, they said disconnect your water hose at night because it's gonna freeze tonight.
great. So we made it to Seligman, Arizona, which we just left Two Guns, and when we arrived, we kind of set out with the anticipation of being in a pass-through town. We decided to settle in a KOA, and we didn't realize that Seligman was the inspiration for Cars, the movie Cars, which, you know, the sheriff, I'm seeing, who else in the movie Cars?
Lightning McQueen?
I didn't see Lightning McQueen, but I did see
Mater.
Mater, and who else?
Come on.
The Italians and the VW bus. I mean, it was pretty remarkable, and it's funny how we kind of just head on down the road and we pull off randomly and we find some of these treasures, and pretty excited about it. Plus, there's a restaurant that we've been told that we have to absolutely go to at the Roadkill Cafe.
You kill them, we'll cook them, or something like that.
Anyways, all right, let's go.
Yeah, what is it in that movie?
Maybe.
Oh, is that the sheriff?
Arizona Territorial Jail. At one time, held such notorious outlaws like Seligman Sam, Three Finger Jack, James Younger, and many more. In 1866, 4 Indians escaped by tunneling from this small cell to the OK Saloon. 4 days later, they were dead after a shootout with Marshal Carl Curly Bain.
Jeez, what are you having? What kind of roadkill are you having?
Nothing. I'm not having a roadkill. I'm having a pizza.
What are you having, Kate?
I got the fungi burger, mushroom burger. Pretty, looks pretty good.
Why is it fungi?
Because that's what mushrooms are called. I don't know. Why did the mushroom go to a party? Because he was a fun guy.
We've almost concluded our first season of the Adventures 3, and we were talking about the things that we absolutely use every single day, and then there's other things that we thought we needed that we necessarily don't use very often. And we wanted to share that knowledge with you, because if you're looking to get into RV life, or maybe you're going to become a weekend warrior, maybe you're going to buy a rig and a Class A or whatever, maybe some of these things that we use every day and some of the things that we don't use every day might help you make some decisions when you're adventuring out on your first adventure, or maybe your next adventure. So as we were walking around the trailer this morning, we were talking about things that we didn't think we absolutely needed. I didn't think we needed an impact drill. I never thought this was gonna be like one of my key pieces of equipment, but it makes setup and breakdown so much easier. So, did I go buy the big fancy Makita one? No, I just used the one in my toolbox that I hardly ever use. And it probably is not gonna last forever, but you can get one at Walmart for like 30 bucks. And the little bolt nut thingy, I don't know what this is called, impact thingy that goes on here, it was like 8 bucks at Walmart. We use it almost daily, and it saves me from like doing the whole wrench thing like I used to on our old trailer. So it's almost a must. And I mean, if you're gonna go impact, get a good one. If you are gonna do this full time, we are gonna get a little smaller one that maybe isn't so loud. So this is what like every trailer comes with, and it's great. I've used them before. They're magical when you run out of battery juice on your impact driver. But Caitlin thought it was a good idea to show you actually how to do it. It was actually a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. So maybe you don't need the drill. Maybe I just wasted money. So when we started out on this journey, like people like were kind of giving us tips and tricks, and we didn't really know what these were. I never knew what X chocks were, and they make one heck of a difference. They make your trailer from like not rocking back and forth in the middle of the night when you're, that's inappropriate, but you know, when it doesn't make it rock back when you're walking around. These were given to us, which we're super thankful for, because they have made one heck of a difference. So thanks to Chris and Gerald. Is it necessary? Probably not, but it makes life so much easier. And as you can tell, we're kind of up on some blocks, and sometimes it makes it difficult from chalking, and I'm so scared of our trailer rolling away in the middle of the night that these help prevent it, which is, so it's kind of a safety thing, but also it's kind of a peace of mind when you're, you know.
Bye, John. Thank you.
Thank you.
Will do. We'll talk to you soon.
You know, when you're traveling across the United States, fuel is important. We're not driving a Tesla. We're not driving a big F-350 with a 60-gallon tank. It's just not capable. And we looked into possibly upgrading our fuel tank to something larger. And unfortunately, Nissan, they just don't have that much room to add additional, you know, 40 gallons of fuel. And one of the things that we utilized that I didn't think I was going to utilize, but I used the Love's app. And don't get weird on me.
Gas station.
Yeah, the Love's gas station. It has been absolutely a life changer, because A, it's usually the most inexpensive gas. When it's $2.66 a gallon, you better fill up all your tanks. It also has enough room for us to actually pull into a space where we can get fuel hauling the trailer. But also, if we have like a situation where we need to dump our black and gray tanks, they usually do have those types of facilities out there. So that's probably one of the apps I use way more than I ever thought I would. might be wondering, like, what are some other things that we absolutely didn't realize that we would absolutely love while out on the road? And we're currently boondocking here in Arizona, about 30 miles north of Kingman, Arizona, just off Highway 40 and 68, I believe, 68 or 93, I can't remember. It's the road on the way to Las Vegas from Kingman. We thought to share with you, like, one of the great things about boondocking is we get to cook outside, and we get to use kind of, you know, some of the items that we didn't really think we needed, but in retrospect, we use it almost every single day.
My favorite thing about the Blackstone is the cleanup. It is so easy because everything is on one surface. So no pots, no pans. You got just one surface, you scrape it away, you kind of make sure it's clean for the next time, and then you're good to go.
But one of the things that we use, at least I've used quite a bit, is this like foldable table thing. We had a big folding white table that was like 40 bucks at Walmart, and then we saw this other one, and it's just absolutely amazing.
It's super compact, it's easy to put up, it's easy to take down, and it's actually like, it's a decent size for like, it's smaller than any of our chairs. The surface is like aluminum, so the camp stove can go on it without melting it, and it wipes clean super easy.
As you can tell, it's pretty easy to set up and it doesn't take very long, but my favorite part is it doesn't take up like a lot of space. It can live in the garage, in the trailer, without any struggle.
All done in a matter of a few, like maybe minutes. Setup is super easy. It's already warming up right now, and I'm ready to cook breakfast here in the next minute. I'll bring everything out. It all goes on one surface, and it is super easy. Another app that we have utilized more than I expected was the Overlander app. It gives us a really good idea of safe parking lots to park in for free. It also gives us a good idea of where any free camping spots are, or generally more inexpensive campgrounds. So we utilize Overlander a lot for when we're looking for like BLM land, or if we just need to pull in kind of in the evening somewhere and we're only going to be there for one night. So we've used it to find Cracker Barrels. I've used it to find even like Walmarts because we need to do grocery shopping. It generally gives you a safer area to pull in where they do allow overnight parking.
And the one thing I like about the app is it seems like quite a few people actually utilize it, and so there's a lot of good reviews, and it's going to give you a pretty good idea of what you're going to be expecting, especially if you're hauling a trailer and you're going into a free campsite and the free campsite's on top of a mountain, you got to click it into 4 low. It's probably not a situation we want to put ourselves in because we're not equipped with that kind of, that kind of vehicle or trailer that can handle those types of situations. So that's one of the things that I've been grateful for that I never thought we would use. I thought we were going to use, KOA.com. I thought we were going to use Campendium. I thought we were going to use Harvest Host quite a bit, but we've utilized the crap out of the Overlander app, which we'll link below, so you can also check that out when you are on your next adventure. That we utilize that I thought we would use quite a bit, and it works tremendously well, and it's not a lifesaver, it's a divorce saver. Okay, it's one of those things that
Alright, I got brake lights on.
You know, sometimes, you know, when you've got your significant other backing up the trailer, it can be challenging because you're not seeing what she's seeing or he's seeing. And the thing that we utilize, and we even utilize it while we're driving down the road, it's our backup camera. We have a separate backup camera that literally mounts. It's got this giant magnet. It mounts to the back of the trailer bumper, and it gives me a complete view of exactly what's behind me. And the reason why I think it's so valuable just hauling down the road is if there's an emergency behind me, if there's an emergency vehicle, if I'm getting pulled over because I'm driving too slow, because I'm never driving too fast because I'm trying to save fuel, or there's a big truck or someone that's trying to pass us, it gives us an idea of what's behind us. And I think it's one of those things that's, you know, it was $100 and I was kind of like, maybe it's probably not necessary, but as we are traveling, you know, quite a bit here in these last, 4 weeks, it's been tremendously valuable.
What's going on?
Well, so on our list of things that we thought we may need and we use quite often, we don't really think about this when we were initially making the list, but tire pressure monitor, highly important. We got up this morning and sure enough, we've got kind of like a flat tire. We got 7.9 PSI, which is about 72 PSI missing. So we lost quite a bit of air last night in this tire. We're gonna add some air because we got a nail in it. We somewhere picked up a nail, and a little bugger is right here. So I'm not gonna pull it out, but we're gonna drive the trailer to tire store and get it repaired. So another thing that we just packed because we thought we might need it was our little air compressor, which got it plugged into the truck, and we're gonna fill it up with some air and then take off. So if you're traveling through and you have a tire problem or if you have an issue, the guys here at Tire Works Car Care are absolutely fabulous. They absolutely hooked it up. They did a tremendous job, and I highly recommend it, especially if you're passing on Highway 68 or if you're coming across Highway 40 and you do have an issue. It's a great little place to to solve a problem, and a problem that could be a huge problem later down the road. So thanks to those guys. So one of the things that we use probably 50 to 60% of the time is our Anderson blocks, and they live in this exact compartment where you're sitting right now, and it's one of those features that I didn't think anything of it before we got them, and it was because we always used like 2x4s or 4x6s or pieces of chunks of wood that we had laying around. But when we're full-time traveling, this is one of the tools that I would almost say is invaluable. It's one of those things that Caitlin loves. It makes leveling the trailer so much easier. So let me show you what those are. This is it. What you do is you back up onto it, right? And then you get level, and then it's great. And then you shove, these all come with it. Then you shove this thing underneath it, and it makes this little cradle, this little baby cradle for your baby, which is your house, your trailer, your RV, or whatever you might be traveling in. This is one of the things that I was shocked on how much we use. So if you want to get a pair, we do have an affiliate link below. It's our Amazon store. That's got all the products that you might need to start out traveling, either weekend warrior or heck, do what we're doing and live in your RV full time. So Another PC equipment we like to use pretty darn often.
Really cool.
What's going on?
We were just told that burros don't get along with dogs, so I think we're probably gonna put Diesel in the truck because it might be a problem.
Okay. Sorry, Diesel. Sorry.
You're just a little nervous?
Yeah.
Come on. Say cheese.
They're all dead. They all shut themselves to death.
Fingers flat. Great job, buddy. They're kind of tickled.
That felt kind of good. It felt a little tickling, but I was really amazed.
Yeah.
I think we should get more.
You okay? You almost lost a finger. Good job. See if we do it again. Hey, Annabelle. Sorry. Alright, let's go. Because he wants food, babe. You're okay, bud. Don't scream.
It's so I mean we spent probably an hour and a half here, and unfortunately they didn't have the show where they have the gunfight and the robbery and whatever, but it's a cool little town.
It's super cute.
Well worth it. If you're driving through, drop your trailer at your campsite or wherever, your BLM land, and then take a drive over here. It's really cool. The shop's really neat. We stopped at the beef jerky shop and got some because it tasted pretty amazing. And then go feed the burros or the donkeys or the jackasses.
I didn't like the beef turkey.
Chase doesn't like much. What did you get?
I got, I don't know what they're called. I don't remember what they're called. Burro balls.
Pretty crazy, but it was a good time. Cool views, cool shops. It's very...
Burros, which are called donkeys, actually, they steal stuff, like the monkeys in Thailand. I'm sure you watched that video, and I hope you did. And I think we watched it.
We'll make sure that we link the Thailand and also the Bali video where the monkeys literally were ripping things out of people's hands. So we'll make sure we include that because the burros
Might come up.
are exactly the same.
You better hold them tight because they might come up.
Might grab them, huh? So, cool little town. Really easy to park. I would recommend paying for parking. It costs $2 and your car's not going to get kicked or peed on.
Yes, because we saw that almost twice. Another thing to keep in mind is that it is not pet friendly downtown because apparently the burros like to kick the dogs. We did see some small dogs down there, but they were warned multiple times that the burros will stomp them. So keep that in mind, especially if it's a hot day when you get down here, to have somewhere for your pets to be.
Yeah, because, well, Diesel's a bit aggressive, but that's here nor there. It was a good time though. It was fun.